This is the vlog for January 6th, 2019, and yes, I know I need a haircut, but let's not talk about that right now. We had a windstorm last night. I don't know if I mentioned yesterday, I went for a walk and it had been pretty nice. It was actually quite warm, up at about 50 degrees. And while I left and it was kind of nice, it got cloudier as I've walked, which has been a theme lately. But last night after the sunset, it began raining and then it got very windy. And we lost power a few weeks ago to a windstorm. Before Christmas, I think it was about a week before Christmas. And that was bad. It was windy, it was loud. Last night was terrifying. I was woken up by the sound of the wind howling outside my window at probably 1:30 in the morning. And then I sat awake, unable to sleep. For whatever reason, so I was sort of worried I was going to get sick, and that didn't come to pass, despite not getting very good sleep. But I did have the thing that tends to happen when I get sick, which is minor hallucinations. And keep in mind that I watched Venom for the first time last night. I was under the impression that I was trying out a new skin or body that I hadn't used before, and for whatever reason, I thought that it was normal for me to have a different setup of skin or, I don't know, pajamas or a different quilt or something on my bed each night, or I would regularly try them out and that night's wasn't working. I don't. At the risk of giving you too much information, I just sleep in my boxers and I use the same quilts and sheets every night. I clean them regularly, obviously, but I had this weird thing like, oh, this isn't working, I should try something new. And it was very much like equipping a different Warframe in Warframe, or having a new symbiote, or whatever. That was the idea in my head. I didn't really imagine having a different body. I just thought that I did have a different body. I don't know if that makes any sense. There's a difference between imagining that I am a certain way and having information in my head that something is a certain way in a dream. I remember one time I had a dream that I was some sort of robot that could transfer into a quadruped form, and I turned into like a robot puma and went running down the street near where I lived, and it felt very, very real. It felt like I was really like running like a cat would. And then there are dreams where I just sort of know, without looking down or looking at myself, that I am, the president of the United States, or I am a college professor, or I, have flippers instead of feet, stuff like that, where it's just the information is there, but I don't need to substantiate it in any way in the dream. It's just, that's how the subconscious works. Well, I woke up and at about 2 a.m., we lost power. I actually went down and got a glass of water because I was still scared I was going to get sick and I needed more water to keep my body hydrated. So I went down, got a glass of water, went back upstairs, and within 10 or 15 minutes the power went out. That was annoying because now the power's out and I don't know if it's going to come back on in the middle of the night and wake me up, and it's still very, very loud and windy outside. So this is all much ado about basically saying I got very little sleep last night. Today, on the other hand, was pleasant. It was clear, much clearer in the middle of the day, so I went for a walk again. Unfortunately, it got cloudy again while I was walking and it started raining right at the end. But I also went down and finalized the paperwork, and I am now renting a storage unit at the storage place down near, well, it's sort of between Redmond and Sammamish. been a while since I had to go through the process of renting something like that. It was pretty good. I've got a good deal on it. I'm only going to pay $80 a month until April. But yeah, now comes the moving of the stuff part. So that'll be fun. I'm going to sleep well tonight, and I'm going to enjoy sleeping well tonight because while it's raining pretty hard, the sound of rain isn't nearly as bad as wondering if a tree is going to fall on you. While walking, I found evidence of plenty of fallen trees, including a group of about half a dozen trees which were clearly insect eaten and in danger of falling over and had been marked for being cut down with little orange ribbons. Nowhere near my house, but I know that there's probably trees like that in my own backyard. Anyway, I'm Eric Spornitz, and before I go, if it wasn't already obvious, we got the power back. It came back on at about 8 this morning, so not really a big deal there. Anyway, I'm Eric Spornitz, and tomorrow will be better.